Welcome to NCFCA Christian Speech and Debate for the 2023 season. My name is Kim Cromer, and it's my privilege to serve as the Executive Director of NCFCA. For over 20 years, our league has offered training and competition for students who are 12 to 18 years old. We have a mission to challenge and equip ambassadors for Christ to communicate truth with integrity and grace. Affiliated adults like you are critical to this mission. As a part of your role, we need for you to join our commitment to maintain a safe and constructive environment for our competitors and their younger siblings. Our children are a blessing from the Lord, and they must be protected as they participate in our programs. Our National Child Safety Coordinator, Christy Peters, oversees the implementation of our child safety policy across the league. She and safety coordinators in each region work to ensure that those safety policies are followed during each tournament. They also work with the Child Safety Response Team to respond to any incidents or concerns that may arise. In the rest of this video, Christy will walk you through the protocols that we use to keep our families safe. We thank you in advance for your attention and your cooperation with these policies. We're thrilled to have you with us, and we hope that you're going to be inspired and challenged to grow with our community throughout the season.
I'm Christy Peters, and I serve as the National Child Safety Coordinator for NCFCA. Thank you for taking the time to review some key elements of our child safety policy with me. Let's begin with two main principles that form the foundation for NCFCA's child safety policies. The first is that we expect the behavior of adult participants at NCFCA events to be above reproach and serve as a model for our students. Second, we have a zero-tolerance policy regarding abusive behavior. We do not allow physical, verbal, or sexual harassment of any kind at our events, and we do not allow individuals who have been convicted of a crime against children or who are required to register as a sex offender to participate in our tournaments in any way. In order to help us maintain our standards for abuse prevention, we require participants to adhere to several basic safety protocols. Our first requirement is clear identification. At in-person tournaments, everyone must wear an official NCFCA name tag. Competitors, parents, and family members receive their name tags during packet pickup, and all community judges and guests will be given name tags when they check in with the judge greeter immediately upon arrival at the tournament. If you are participating with us online, we ask that you ensure your full name is included on your account profile and that you use your webcam as requested. All participants must comply with our more than two rule. There are three applications for this rule. At in-person tournaments, the more than two rule means adults should never enter or remain in a room where only one student is present, unless that student is their own child. During online tournaments, it means that participants must leave their cameras and microphones off if there is a student present until there is at least one other competitor or adult present. In communication with students, the more than two rule means that apart from ballot feedback and official tournament communication, non-family members should not converse with a student unless another adult or student is present. This goes for both electronic and verbal communication. Keep doors open whenever possible. Competition room doors must remain open unless a debate round is in progress or a competitor is actively in prep time or speaking in a speech round. Be careful about personal space and physical boundaries. Physical touch between non-family members should be minimal and above reproach. It should never be intimate, prolonged, or remotely sexual in nature. For instance, high fives or brief side hugs may be appropriate if welcomed, but taking hold of hands or giving body-to-body hugs is not appropriate. If in doubt, don't touch. Please respect tournament boundaries. All participants must remain within the areas designated for NCFCA use and follow instructions on signs and in tournament announcements and communications. Please respect the NCFCA recording and photography policy as explained in the League Handbook. This policy prohibits any recording without permission and restricts the way photos, audio recordings, and videos may be used and shared. Please know the rules before turning on a camera or a recorder. Young children must be supervised. Parents of children to under 12 years old must ensure that those children are under the parent's own direct supervision or the supervision of another designated adult or older family member. Children participating in junior activities must be registered and check in and out of activities according to the rules covered in the Junior Program's Participant Guide found in the Resource Library. Keep all communication appropriate and edifying. Conversations and comments should never be harsh, coarse, crude, or sexual in nature. Beyond being mindful of appropriate topics, we also ask that adults be careful in the tone and content of the feedback they offer. We want judges and observers to be honest with constructive critiques that help our competitors know how they can improve. But please remain gracious and kind. Many of them are younger and less confident than they look, and all of them are putting their hearts on the line as they compete. Our full child safety policy, which also includes our emergency response plans and evacuation procedures, is available in the NCFCA Resource Library. All tournament staff volunteers must sign an affirmation that they have read this document, but we encourage all adult participants to familiarize themselves with our complete child safety policy document so that they can be better equipped to help us maintain a safe tournament environment. Those who violate our child safety policies forfeit their right to privacy in the matter and are subject to disciplinary action and/or reporting to law enforcement as appropriate. We ask that all affiliated adults take personal responsibility to help monitor our safety protocols. If you see a policy violation or an unsafe condition, please act immediately to remove any students from harm and notify tournament administration by contacting the nearest staff member. If something makes you uncomfortable, please say something to one of our staff members. Generally, the easiest staff members to reach are the ones on the communications team. They wear green name tag inserts and are stationed in the hallways of in-person tournaments and are available through the help option in online competition rooms. Our child safety policy states that reports of alleged or potential abuse should be made to the regional director, regional or national child safety coordinator, or the executive director immediately. A written incident report will be completed and given to the National Child Safety Coordinator, who will then contact the Child Safety Response Team to determine appropriate next steps. Adult affiliates should be aware that many states have mandatory reporting laws which require those who observe or reasonably suspect child abuse to make an independent direct report to a designated government agency. A link to any applicable mandatory reporting laws will be included under Step 7 of Tournament Information, and you can contact your Child Safety Coordinator for additional guidance. The contact information for each tournament's Child Safety Coordinator will be listed under Step 7 of Tournament Information and provided in tournament announcements. While NCFCA supports a safe environment by requiring compliance with the protocols and policies we've just covered for adult participants at our tournaments, parents are still ultimately responsible for the safety of their own children. NCFCA's child safety policies do not cover club meetings, social gatherings, or other activities outside of tournaments. Now that you have completed this orientation, please update your NCFCA profile to certify that you have watched this video. You can do this by logging into ncfca.org and clicking on NCFCA Shop. From the shop, click on your name in the upper right corner. Then click Manage Account from the drop-down menu that appears. In the Profile tab, you will find a toggle to certify that you have completed this safety orientation, as well as a toggle affirming that you have not been convicted of a sexual crime against children and are not required to register as a sex offender. Failure to update your profile will prevent you from being able to pick up your name tag or accept a ballot to judge as required for tournament participation. Thank you for your time and commitment to helping us keep children safe. We hope you enjoy your NCFCA experience this season.